Okay, part 3. So we are looking at a relatively easier question. So here is the question. And quickly take a look at it. I'll put it right here so that we can refer to it whenever. Okay. So let an be the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So this key point number 1, it is AS. Okay, so it's different from the ones that we have just been doing, which is a GS. And this time it's an AS, so it's definitely easier. It's like one step easier for us. Okay, and then it is given that A7 equals 20 and A20 equals 59. So part A, we have to find A1. Okay, so if you're not here to watch how I solve A1, you can just quickly skip to the part where I solve part B, which is harder, obviously. Okay, so just quickly do it with minimal explanation. So AS, okay, so then we can quickly form a linear equation of with two unknown. Okay, so we know that AS, so it means that n minus 1 d equals 20. So we can just plug in the numbers again. 7. A plus 20 minus 1 d equals 20. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, 59. 1, 2. And then for 1, we can just quickly and then we can sub A into B. So into question 2. And then we'll quickly press my calculator. D minus, okay, sorry, no. 20, then D. Minus 20 will be 39, divided by 13 will be 3. And then we've got 3, and then we can solve A now, which is 20 minus 6 times 3 is 18, so A is 2. Just quickly check the answers. A1 would be 2, because it's the first term, so A1 is 2. Yes, A1 is 2, so good. Okay, now let's move on to the harder part, which is part B. Just gonna use a new page. Okay, part B. What we have for our information is that the first term is 2, and then our difference will be 3. Yes. Okay. Suppose that log 2bn equals an for any positive integer n. Find the greatest value of k such that log 4. So this is an important key point. The base. It's 4. And then b1 times b2, b3, blah, blah, is smaller than 707. So I'll just quickly copy this down. Okay, so we have these information, and maybe throughout the video you'll see me suddenly writing n instead of k, but you just know that k is the same as n. It's just that they all mean the last term, but just using different alphabets. So yeah, just so you know. Okay, so we have this. This is what I mean by like easier, because the log is on the other side instead of our side. So it's logging the other AS instead of us. So I'd say it's pretty easy. Okay, but let me just try. Oh, another key information is that this is log 2 base and this is log 4 base. So it's actually telling us that our first step is to change base so that it'll be easier for us when we continue to do this equation. Okay, so how do we change base? It's pretty easy. So you get this, put 2 log, and then you just divide them. And then you put the log base that you want at the small corner on both sides. And then for the bottom side, you put the base that you already have. And then on the top side, we have to put this whole thing. And then we can just calculate. So it's 2. This equals to 2. So 7 times 2 would be 1414. So we can just put it there, and we can remove the bottom so that we don't get a fraction. Okay, so right now, okay, it's easier now. Okay, so we got log 2 and then these things. So what happens is that we have to refer back to this here. Log 2 bn equals an. So these are all log 2. So as I mentioned the log properties just now in the other video, log times actually means log A plus log B. So it's the same. So we can just quickly okay, so we have dissected this part. Looks pretty good, eh? Okay. Okay, then we can, let me think about it. Okay, so actually we can just plug in an into this thing and just solve it, if you understand what I mean. You can just, okay, so let's just ignore this because it's just gonna make everything more complicated. Okay, so what we're looking at is, this is actually A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5 blah 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 plus AK. What we are looking at here, this is an AS that we have just solved previously in part 1. So it's the same thing. So right now we can whip out our sum of AS equation again. So 2 times first term plus n minus 1, and then times the difference, and the difference will be right here because it's the same AS sequence, it's the same arithmetic sequence, so we can just times 3. And then this, and then we can just quickly calculate it. Oof, wait, hold on. again, we can just press our calculator. Formula 1, 3, 1, -2 into 8. Then we get this. See? We get these. Okay, and this is the easy part because this is smaller than 0. You can draw this. Smaller than 0 means here it's connected, so it means and. When it means and, it means this. So we can just plug in smaller number right here. Okay, so if we put it in 3 sig fig, and then it'd be like this. So this would be the answer. And if we check the answers, I actually did more steps than I did it this time. So I actually made it more complicated right here because I was following what my teacher did. And I was memorizing the marking scheme without really understanding it. So I actually wasted some time on this part. Oops. And this is the more updated version on how to solve this type of equation. Oops. Okay. This type of equation. And you can see that the answer is the same. And here. It's the same. This is also another method. Maybe we can talk about it as well. So, what I did was pretty... I can't believe I thought about that when I was doing it. Anyways, so same as usual. Not same as usual was that I actually made it harder for myself. They gave me log 2bn equals an, and then I switched log n to here. And then I changed base. No, I did not change base as well. What was I doing? God, no, I did not change base because my base is still 4. And then I plugged in the numbers like I did here. Oh, I know. But the difference was that I did not change the subject. I just directly used this and directly made the correlation. But for here, I changed the subject and I did not change base at the start, which led to this massive thing, which is very complicated and it's very tiny. This is the same sum of AS equation as I did over here. It should be the same. The numbers are a bit different, I think. No, they're exactly the same. Oh, sorry. This is K. As I mentioned, it's the same. Sorry, it's K, not N. Yeah, I mix it up pretty much often, but okay, you know the drill. So it's K. So it's the same equation, and then I did this, and I put this equation to the power of 2. No, I put 2 to the power of this equation, and then I changed base. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. No, this is the wrong example. Do not follow this. You could if you really couldn't think of anything else. It's another method, but it's more complicated. I'd suggest you use this method, which is more direct and less complicated. So, yeah, that's basically it. Thank you.